Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure by now many of you have heard about Michael Avenatti being arrested, but I have a whole different insight from a lot of the videos that you heard previously. I know a lot of people are laughing, and rightfully so. I mean, nobody deserves to be laughed at more than Michael Avenatti. But let's look at this with a whole new set of eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Who you are looking at on my screen is William Simmons. He is an Alabama man that was jailed in 1982 for stealing $9. $9. He got a life sentence for stealing $9 in 1982. And trust me, they did not hesitate to take this man and throw him in jail. They didn't hesitate. There was no delay in doing it. He was not investigated for a long period of time like Michael Avenatti. But this is what happens when you look like this man in America. Now, there are those that claim if we talk about these things, it's racist. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. We in the Black community have the right to talk about the things that impact our lives. That's not racism. So, that being said, let's go over to Michael Avenatti. Michael Avenatti, ladies and gentlemen, was investigated for 10 years. He was being watched for 10 years. And for those 10 years, this man stole millions from his clients. He was scamming people left and right. And he was getting loans with fraudulent tax returns. And they let this go on. They sat back and watched this man rob at a high scale. For 10 years, they were monitoring him. Now, is it good that Michael Avenatti is in jail? Yes. But look at how long it took them to bring this man down. But see, if we bring up white privilege, then we're told, oh, that doesn't exist. But there's too much evidence that says it does. So, ladies and gentlemen, that being said, Michael Avenatti was jailed. He went to a state bar association hearing. And during that hearing, the feds came and he was arrested. Now, he faces all kinds of charges, not only stealing from clients, but this man he made an attempt to extort money from Nike. Now, you would think on that alone, he would have been jailed. They still didn't jail him right away, y'all. They still didn't. And see, that state bar association hearing that he was arrested at was, they were looking at disciplinarian actions against Michael Avenatti for the things that he did. So you saw this man. Even last week, he was still running his mouth. He was suing Nike. He was doing this. He was doing, people are saying he's done things he didn't do. Okay. Michael is scum. But again, look how slow the feds moved in nabbing this man. And remember, he's got federal charges on him in 2 states, New York and California. And then he had the nerve to try to raise issues about Nike paying high school basketball players as if that's on the same level of what he's done. It's not. And most people don't even care about these corporations doing that. They've been doing that forever. So what? It's still not worse than what Michael Avenatti did. And he had a lot of nerve trying to bring this to the forefront in the press and also use it to extort money from Nike. So he was talking a lot of shit at one point in time. I'll go take $10 billion off your client's market cap. So this is him threatening Nike's legal team as if he had a leg to stand on. Now, I also want you to remember Michael Avenatti was not the only one out here doing illegal things, but there's a difference. Now, Mark Garridos was also named in this Nike scam, but you notice how he's been very silent. He's not going out here to stir up any problems. But Michael Avenatti, on the other hand, you couldn't shut this man up. Okay, he was still trying to be in the press as if he was vindicating himself, and he was never vindicating himself at all. See, he was trying to live out an extravagant lifestyle through funds that belong to his clients. You know, Michael Avenatti is a failed attorney. That's at the end of the day, that's what he is. He is a failed attorney. If you got to steal throughout your career to get money, then you are a failure. You have failed in law. You have failed in your business. You have failed all the way around. How is what he did, it makes him a good attorney? And ladies and gentlemen, remember, he was a commentator in mainstream media too. You know, they really propped this man up when he truly did not ever deserve it. But this is America, and this is what's done in America, ladies and gentlemen. But never lose sight. We don't have to come close to stealing millions of dollars. And this is the kind of sentence you get here in the United States if you come out of the Black community. But there are people that have done bank robberies in this country, and they didn't get life sentences, but this man got a life sentence, y'all, for $9. $9. Willie Simmons, convicted of first-degree robbery and sentenced to life without parole in 1982. Simmons, an Army veteran, became addicted to drugs while stationed outside of the United States. He was prosecuted under Alabama's habitual offender law, which is similar to other three-strike laws. Simmons had 3 prior convictions, so he went to jail for life. Now, what do they do with these opioid addicts out here, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, they shouldn't go to jail for having a drug problem. You know, it's a public health issue, not a crime. They need help. They don't need to go to jail. Well, maybe Willie Simmons needed help back in 1982, and he didn't need to go to jail. But it's amazing how when the face of the drug addict change, the attitude change. Isn't that amazing? But you also notice another thing. All of the people from the crack epidemic that are still in jail, and people like Willie Simmons that rob to satisfy a drug habit, you notice how they're not interested in advocating to get these people out of jail because they were addicted to drugs? No, it's only for the opioid addicts, just exclusively for them. This is why so many people are not getting behind them on this drug addiction public health issue thing. And they want to know why. But ladies and gentlemen, this is where I stand when it comes down to Michael Avenatti opposed to people like Willie Simmons here, who goes to jail. But y'all, please tell me what you think. It's nothing new. This is a rigged up system. It's working exactly the way they want it. This is the face that goes to jail, and this is the face that gets to run amok in America. So please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.